you're probably thinking he shouldn't have bought that Vic Beasley jersey, and you'd be correct. Or the Star Wars book. So the Star Wars book is kind of a, isn't it? It is an interesting thing, and I did buy it when I could get some rewards with it. Uh, but I wonder how the sales are doing on it. It is just really a high price book for what you get. I am going to try to do something with this though. There's some instructions in here for some exclusive things. I think the instructions actually are modified from what the actual exclusive was, but whatever. I'm going to get those out. That's the only thing I want to do with this. I'm not going to go. It's not going to be a detailed review of this book. I might show you what's in here. And I'm going to take the shrink wrap off of it. So I'll do all that. Man, this thing is. Put about as much effort into holding this book as Vic Beasley did into playing the game of football. So I always wanted a jersey, and this was a gift. And this is actually the jersey that I did want, the Vic Beasley jersey. And the reason I wanted it is because Vic Beasley, number one, was doing good, but more importantly, number zero, he was from right up the road here in Bartow County. He was from Adairsville, Georgia. In fact, they still have signs up there that says Adairsville, home of Vic Beasley Jr. And yeah, it does say Vic Beasley Jr. On the back. 44 is such a cool number too. That's Hank Aaron's number. Um, and Vic had that great year when they went to the Super Bowl and blew the game to the Patriots. And this channel is not about football. It's just about regrets and T-shirts. So I usually regret buying certain things. So yeah, let's show you this. And man, I wish I'd gotten like a William Andrews or somebody that's good. You know, Julio Jones. I'll take a Michael Vick jersey right now over this. And it's just, I don't know what I was thinking. I do know what I was thinking. What happened? I forgot what I was doing. So whenever you pay too much for something, it is very important that you open it on camera. My shrink wrap is already actually coming apart for some reason. It might be because of the terrible job Lego did packing this in my box. I'm going to show you. It might show up better without the shrink wrap on here. Oh no. My little paper. I got to save this. The paper is in the back. I thought it was connected to it. It's not. But they dented. So this is one of those items that would have been better to buy in the store. But yeah, I got that nice little scuff mark there. So it's very nice and shiny. It's kind of dented right there too. Let's open it up. So that's the book. Oh, it's thick. The Force of Creativity. So very thick book. Definitely a high quality book. I'd put this in the $50 to $70 range, not $150. But again, you're paying not only for this book and the way above and beyond presentation with this, with all this other extra crap in here. But let's just see what the quality of the pictures are. Yeah, I think M&R, he did a page by page look at this book, and I thought there was something. It was man, it's a long index. Nice artwork. Yeah. Who else looks at books backwards when you're scrolling through them? Likes to scroll through them backwards? Is it just me? Yeah, so that's the book. I'll eventually look at that. But I wanted to get into this time capsule. I think that's all that's in there. Can I open this time capsule without... Oh, is that... It looked like it was a strap on it, but I guess it's not. How do you open this? Is it taped? Okay, there we go. All right, so we got a reproduction of the first Star Wars promotional set from 1998. And it's this little box thing. M&R did, again, check him out. He did a video putting this together. He has the actual original thing, and he did a comparison of that. I'm not going to build that at this point. These are the things that I was interested in. since they haven't made a lot of versions of the Ghost, even though it's not in the cinematic universe that I care about with Star Wars, I do collect the Ghost. But I definitely collect Yoda. And I think one of the things that M&R pointed out is that this Lucas Yoda fountain version has a different pants. They had the wrong pants on the actual Lucas fountain version. These are the correct pants, but for the exclusive, it's wrong. So I am glad to get these instructions. Oh, do they have a parts list? Oh no. Oh, there it is. Yeah. So what I got to do is go through these parts. It's not really a ton of parts. Is that all there is? Is that all the parts for it? Seems like there'd be more. Get those. See if I got these parts in my store. The Yoda parts I won't have. Probably won't have. But and then the same thing with the Micro Ghost. I don't remember which build this was from. These are not the best quality printouts, but I should be able to source these parts as well. Oh, there's the parts list right there. That's the main thing I want to do with this, to do those parts. And then we got this thingamabobber. I don't even know what I remember. Oh, it's a little promotional thing. And then the third draft of Lego Star Wars Tonight Part 1. I don't know who needed that. Some promotional artwork here, I guess. Zam Wazell. Or is that Sam Cassell? Is it Sam Cassell or Zam Wazell? Or does anybody remember who Sam Cassell is? And then this poster here, Destroyer poster. All right, so I'm gonna put all this stuff neatly back in there, and not the same order it was in. So I've gotten the things out that I wanted to get out. Hopefully I've not damaged anything in the process. There's a little postcard. Anybody want me to mail them this postcard? I'm not going to do it, just saying. Does anybody want me to? All right, put all that back in. Will this thing fit in there? Oh no. What am I going to do with this? Maybe I'll use it as a cover sheet to protect the front cover there. Should I save my wrap? So the Micro Ghost that's on Bricklink has the same part number as my instruction manual, but it's the one with the funky legs. So hopefully the parts list is the same. We just kind of do a rough check. Yeah, it does look like it, except it's going to show the whole minifigure instead of the pieces of the minifigure. So what I'm going to do is see if I got these in my store. So I go to my store inventory. I'm going to show more and parts from 647193. If somebody needs to add an alternate version of this now, I got 20 parts. How many? It's a good number of them. Oh, I'm not going to have the tiles. All the tiles. That's okay. So let me get these out of my store, and then I'll come back and see where. You know what? I should create a wanted list, because I'm going to need a checklist of this. Yeah. So this is the parts I've gathered up. Made my checklist, which I'm not missing too many parts, but it's kind of some usual suspects. Like I'm missing all 36 of those 1x2 tiles. Somebody just bought all of them recently. That's one part that's hard to keep in the store, because people use them for water features. So the 1x2 Translite Blue tiles, sell those all the time. Need those. I have the lightsaber, but this one is one that makes me wonder if the ones they gave out at that Lucas event for this Lucas Fountain Yoda, if they were the newer ones that are the frosted, or look a little more frosted than elders. I went ahead and got the older version. Another thing I want to complain about is, all right, this Translite Blue 1x2, in my store, I have some that are from newer sets and sets in the past, like not terribly long ago, but the new plastic, it's just easy to tell. And it's, well, they all fell down in there. But some of the newer plastic, where'd all those 1x1s go? They're just softer looking. They almost look yellowish, but I just don't like that. Okay. I need this red brick in 2x2x3. I need the tiles, the 1x6 tiles and 1x2. Dark bluish gray tiles in rectangular shapes or in square, or, you know, any of the square ones or rectangular ones, they always sell. So I need those. And I think I need the slopes there. I need the 6x12 plates. There's a lot of pieces I need. Some, they're nothing super rare. And I need the Yoda, which this Yoda, this is the version from the original Lucasfilm. This one is probably one that the parts list they have here in the instruction manual is probably the one from that diorama set. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to go out and buy these from anybody on Bricklink. I'm going to keep this list with me, and I'm going to try to find sets in my collection to part out that have those. I wish I had two of the sets, the diorama sets. It's possible I do. I don't think I bought two of them. I wish I did, because then I could get this Yoda that's on here, but we'll see. Now let me work on the Ghost. The Ghost is going to be a little harder because it's not in the Bricklink database, but it's only like, what, 15 parts or 15 different parts. So let me get those. So I did much better on the Ghost. I thought I was going to have it complete. There's one part I don't have, and it's a fairly common part. It's these Travis bricks here, the 1x1 with studs on all four sides. I always have them in the store, but apparently somebody just bought the what I had recently. It seems like it hadn't been too long since I had that in the store. So I can't build either one of these until I get those parts. So I'll be looking for the sets to do that. So I'm going to keep, yeah, that's the part number for that. So I'm going to keep that there with the parts, and then I'll keep these with this. And that'll be in my to finish, the ever-growing to do or to finish list. So I will work on this and this, the Ghost. So, and I'll try to do a video on them. I may give you the whole, like, there you go, there's the instructions. But, and I may try to get both versions of the Yoda here. Does that make this rare thing not rare anymore? I don't know. But well, I know some people have already either engineered it, what do you call it, reverse engineered it. But now I'm just glad to have the actual physical instructions to do that, and I'm glad to have these instructions. So I collect little weird things like that, and it's funny. I was paid $150 for that big book, and I was mostly interested in these cheap instructions. And much like Vic Beasley in The Ghost, I'm going to disappear. But unlike Vic Beasley, I'll be back tomorrow in another video in a different shirt.